On this week's Maritime Matters, proudly sponsored by Neal Brothers, the former mayor of North Charleston, Keith Summey, is here to talk about the maritime industry's impact on the city. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
Of course. So good to see you. It's been a couple months since you left City Hall.
Yes.
What's been going on in your life? I'm sure people want to know.
My wife has found plenty of things for me to do around the house, so I've tried to escape as much as I can to do a little work. I've actually started a consulting company. Wow. And to stay active, I think it's healthy to stay active. So I've been busy, which is good. Of course, I've got 4 grandkids, and all of them are 14 and under. So it's a lot of fun having time with them now that I wasn't able to do when I was more active as mayor. So I'm enjoying them. They're a blast. So it's just been a change. It's different. You know, after 29 years doing the same thing, it's different, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my family is the most important thing.
That's amazing. I'm sure the extra time is so nice. So this segment is all about the maritime industry, and we know in North Charleston this is a huge part of the economy there, so many jobs there. Let's kind of go back to the beginning. When you first started as mayor, how much has it changed since then?
Well, I think the biggest change, quite honestly, has been that the maritime industry is more engaged in letting the community know what they're doing. There were times where the relationships between the city, quite honestly, and the maritime industry was not as strong as it should be, since we are a major part of the maritime industry. But the last 2 directors, including Barbara now, have really engaged the local community to make them a part of what's doing. For instance, they're in the process now of building a new gym in the south end of the city as part of them taking over part of the Navy base. And it's about a $5-6 million facility that's going to be a gym, and it's also going to be an area where the community can gather and meet. And I think the public relation activity is far greater. The value of the maritime industry to not only the North Charleston area, but the entire low country and the state of South Carolina is so important for the number of industries and jobs that are created for the entire state. So I think it's in the best shape it's ever been. I think it's going to see growth, and I like the way they're now planning on how they deal with the growth so it's effective as far as developing the opportunity for jobs, the creation of new businesses and industries, but also how they engage the community to make it where it's a good working relationship.
And when you go to a concert, for example, at Riverfront Park or a festival, you can see how much that area is changing so much and growing.
It is. It's changing. It's the naval base, the north end of the base is really becoming a strong community engaged area where the south end is catering more to the port activity and what have you. So it's a blend. It's working together. The old village area of North Charleston is just going crazy. Park Circle it's unbelievable. And the port is a part of that. And so the engagement that I had with them while I was mayor really was exciting, working relationship to make sure that we had great communication. As the port moves to grow in the north area, they'll be working with the city to help accommodate the needs of the public as well through parks and what have you. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah. What do you think the public should know, or maybe even be reminded of about this impact of the ports on them?
Well, if you look at the number of jobs that are directly associated with port activity, it is amazing. It is far greater. When I became mayor, we had the shipyard, we had the Army depot, we have the Air Force facilities, and the largest employer related in the area was all federal government. Well, that's diminished a lot. And the largest provider for jobs and industry in the Low Country today is the Port Authority. And so it is a part of the economic engine that drives the success of the quality of life that we have in North Charleston and the surrounding areas.
Anything you want to say about, your future hopes for the port or anything like that?
Well, I'm glad to see that the expansion in the North Charleston area, I think, will alleviate some of the truck traffic that currently, the growth that has been coming in through the port east of the Cooper on the bridge. But I also think that we'll see a new bridge built that accommodates more traffic, but also increases the height so that the ships can get in. And I've been talking with Ms. Melvin about the opportunity of the community working together with the port to find ways to share properties that make it work good for the community. And she has been so receptive of that concept. And I think at the end of the day, everybody that lives in the Low Country is going to be very proud of what the Port of Charleston has done, not only in economic development, but in the quality of life as well.
Definitely. Well, Mr. Summey, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, glad to be here.
Congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy that time with your family.
I am. I thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.